fine and you're protected by God. I'm also fine and I thank God for this far. Welcome back to this channel where we spread love and positive vibes. Guys, we always tell you we don't take it for granted. So we want to thank our returning subscribers. You are the real deal. And the new subscribers, we appreciate you so much. And here in this channel, we always pray for you guys. That may the Lord bless you, may the Lord enlarge you, may the Lord protect you, may the Lord shield you together with your family. We have never taken it for granted that you watch us, you talk to us, you tell us what we don't know, you explain to us some of the things that we don't know. We really appreciate and we really thank God to have given us you people that you are watching us. We appreciate so much. Today, I want to talk about these two Caribbean countries. Oh my God. I have fallen in love with these two countries. Guys, I was watching Dimango as she was coming from a town, I think it was the capital city of Trinidad, and she was going to the countryside of Trinidad. And I tell you guys, Trinidad is beautiful. So beautiful. The houses, they are epic. The roads, I don't even know how many times I'm going to repeat. I always tell you that we see new things every day and we get to learn about these countries and we fall in love with them each and every day. And as Dimango was moving from capital city of Trinidad to the countryside, I could see the same movement she made when she was coming from Kingston to St. Mary, the countryside of Jamaica. The climate, the roads. I tell you, I could compare the journey from St. Elizabeth to the countryside where she was going and the journey from Kingston to St. Mary, and I was seeing these two countries are blessed. I don't know whom I was telling. I think it is in the comment section. I was actually responding to one of you guys that watch us, and I was telling them that you people, you are blessed. You do not know how much you are blessed until you come out of your country and maybe you come to Africa or any other part of the world which is not like your place. I could look at the agricultural product of Trinidad, and of course I have watched the agricultural products of Jamaica, and today I want to talk about the riches of Trinidad and the riches of Jamaica in terms of agriculture. Guys, I came to learn that these two countries, when it comes to agriculture, they are number one. You can never go hungry when you are in Trinidad or Jamaica because there is plentiful supply of food. Food of all types, and I'm going to mention them later. But I tell you, these are countries that are very rich in agricultural products. And it means, therefore, that their soil is very fertile and they have ample rainfall so that they can be able to grow these crops. I was seeing the green that was along the roads as Dimango was traveling from St. Elizabeth to the countryside. And I saw the same green when Dimango was still traveling from Kingston to St. Mary. The land is so green. What about the landscapes? These two islands are gifted, are blessed in terms of the landscape, in terms of food production, in terms of the people, because I could see Dimango. Actually, she went to one of the shops and she wanted to buy tomatoes, and she found that there was only one tomato, and actually that lady gave her free of charge. That is how these people are. And because of their good heart, because of their good nature, because of their welcoming nature, God has really blessed them. They are blessed. And when I say they are blessed, I mean they are blessed. Maybe they don't know what I mean because they have never come to Africa. Do you know, like Kenya, we call ourselves an agricultural country. But what we grow here in Kenya, you cannot compare the products that are grown in Trinidad and Jamaica. Why not start by saying the exports of both Trinidad and Jamaica? Did you know these are coffee growing areas? And not only just coffee, because even here in Kenya we grow coffee. Their coffee is the highest quality. For the Jamaicans, they grow coffee at Blue Mountains. The Trinidadians, or the people from Trinidad, they grow coffee, but have not yet known where they grow this coffee. Whether it is grown on the mountains, or on the prairie lands, or where it grows. But Trinidad, they export coffee, both Jamaica and Trinidad. They also, both of them, export cocoa. And by the way, guys, when you talk about cocoa and coffee, remember that these are high quality cash crops. They are not just cash crops, they are cash crops that fetch a lot of money. And therefore, these two islands are wealth in terms of agriculture. So they export coffee, they export cocoa, they export wheat, the Trinidadian, the people of Trinidad, while in Jamaica they export coffee, cocoa, sugarcane. Yeah, in Jamaica. When we come to Trinidad, yeah, in Jamaica they export coffee, cocoa, sugarcane, citrus fruits, and bananas. When we come to Trinidad, they export cocoa, wheat, poultry. They are very good at poultry layering. And guys, I want you people from Trinidad, you tell us what kind of poultry you keep. Are they layers, those that produce eggs, or broilers, those that produce meat, or both of them? Because I found your country is one of the leading poultry farming country with a lot of chicken, a lot of eggs. Actually, we're talking about the exports of this country in terms of agricultural produce. So in Jamaica, we have seen they export coffee, they export sugarcane, they export bananas, citrus fruits, and you know, there are a lot of mangoes in Jamaica, there are a lot of ackee, there are a lot of, what is this fruit called? And it is also, I saw it is also grown in Trinidad. What is it called? Am I forgetting? I'm forgetting the name of that fruit. I'm going to tell you. So all these fruits grow in Jamaica, and not even fruits. They grow other crops like yams, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, onions, name them. These people, like I was saying, they can never go hungry. I am just talking about agricultural produce. We have not gone to the other side where these countries excel so much. So in Trinidad, we have cocoa, which is exported. We have wheat. We have poultry. They do a lot of poultry farming. There is also dairy. They do dairy farming. They export eggs, fruits, vegetables, processed foods, mangoes. They grow all that. Remember, there are also mangoes in Jamaica. Guys, I was looking at the plantations in Trinidad, and I also saw the plantations in Jamaica, and those countries are beautiful in terms of agricultural produce. And I saw also they grow flowers. Can you tell us in Jamaica what type of flowers do you grow? Because in Trinidad, I found that flowers are grown there. And these countries rich, guys, are not even that. Hey. These countries, let me start with Jamaica. Did you know Jamaica produces, or rather have a high production of fish? Because they have a lot of waters, a lot of beaches. So you can imagine there is fish, there is what? Cocoa, coffee, sugarcane, yams, sweet potatoes, tomatoes, potatoes. Oh my God. Count them. And you can add to the list. And I also saw maize is grown in Trinidad. And they also grow beans. Although I could see in the comment section, people are saying they don't call them beans, they call them peas. So they grow beans and they also grow pineapples. Oh my God. And this watermelon, I had forgotten, watermelon. These countries are rich, they are so green, they are so productive, and not only that. I was talking about fish in Jamaica, I was talking about tourism in Jamaica because of the many beaches, the many beautiful beaches, the many waterfalls, the many landscapes like the mountains, the hiking, and all those activities are done. So in terms of tourism, they are catered for. They have so many places that the tourists can go. Not to the falls, not to the beaches, not to the mountains to hike, not to see the beautiful towns of Jamaica. Count them. Let us come to Trinidad. Trinidad also is a tourist attraction destination. So they have also beaches, and I'm sure they have fish. And it is a tourism attraction country. On top of all the agricultural produce we have mentioned, guys, these countries are blessed. When I talk about blessings, these countries are blessed. And not even that, the artwork. Look at Jamaica. There is a lot of artwork. Everywhere you go around the streets of Jamaica, you're going to find art. Not just the art that is drawn around the streets, even the carving. Do we call it craft? Yeah. They are rich in their imagination, in their creativity, in everything they do. What about music? Oh my God. The reggae music in Jamaica. Did you know Jamaica has actually spread the reggae music to all the countries in the world? It is heard everywhere, including here in Kenya. By the way, where I stay, and it is far away from Nairobi city, the capital city of Kenya, I saw a reggae day. They have a reggae day whereby that day musicians come and play reggae music. These guys are so talented in terms of music. They can actually, and I've seen that so many times, they can compose a song anywhere. They can sing anytime. You can imagine a talent, being talented, being creative, being so hardworking in their farms, being fishermen, being everything we are talking about. And these people blessed, their islands are small, but I tell you, they are so blessed more than the big countries we have seen in the world. Let us come to Trinidad. The steel dance. Guys, it is epic. Today, I was watching a band singing the pan steel music. They were jumping, they were dancing, they were beating the drums, and I was feeling like waking up and dance to that music. Actually, I was beating the table as they were beating the drums. It was epic, so enjoyable. Then I opened another channel whereby there was this lady who was playing the national anthem of Trinidad and Tobago, and she was playing it using the steel music. The beats, oh my God, epic. Big up yourselves, Trinidad and Jamaica. Big up your clean self. Let me say like the mango says. Big up your clean self. You are blessed. I tell you guys, if you know how much you are blessed, you can hold each other like your motto say. You hold each other, you become unity, one people, you grow your countries, you develop your countries, and you'll be the next Dubai in the Caribbean. I tell you, these countries have the potential. They have the creativity. They have the people, epic people, very hardworking people, very creative people, very welcoming people. And no wonder these two areas are tourist attraction areas. They know how to treat foreigners. They know how to treat the people who go to their country as tourists. And therefore, I came to realize a country can be small, but it can be big in terms of productivity, in terms of growth, in terms of the people, in terms of everything. You might see that a silver country is small, but whatever can come out of that country is epic. As I was looking at the countryside of Trinidad, the countryside of Jamaica, I was saying these people are blessed. When you come to the town, the businesses are so many and they are doing so well. When you go to the countryside, the people are farming in terms of big acres of land. They plant big acres of land. They grow a lot of cash crops. They grow a lot of food crops. They are hardworking people. They keep dairy animals. The sheep, the goats, the hens, the chicken, the cows. What can we say about these rats? That is why I was shooting this video to tell you guys, you should count your blessings. Because if you came to some countries in Africa, you are going to know you are blessed. You are going to realize you are blessed. Like in Kenya, only some parts of Kenya that are productive. The other parts, they are dry. There is no rain. And even the parts that are productive, like central Kenya, the pieces of rad are too small. The only the only region in Kenya where they have big pieces of rad is in the western, the Rift Valley, and the Nyanza. And I tell you that though they grow cash crops, the cash crops grown in Kenya is sugarcane, coffee, and not so much nowadays. We also grow tea, and not so much. We also grow what? What else? Paridra, flowers. You can imagine now, compare with your land where we see different types of fruits, bananas, mangoes, pineapples, melons, citrus, aki, is it aki? Different types of fruits grown. And by the way, I forgot, I saw pawpaw in Trinidad, pawpaws. I saw pawpaws in Trinidad. And there was this fruit I'm keeping on forgetting, jackfruit. The jackfruit. You can see how these countries are rich in terms of agricultural produce. They are very rich. The bananas in Trinidad were growing even on the streets. We saw the mango showing us some bananas that were growing along the streets. And in Jamaica, we saw mangoes that were growing along the streets. You can imagine, guys, how this land is productive, how they can grow as a country. And that is why I'm telling them they are so blessed. If they can keep peace, and I saw the same thing in Haiti. I saw Haiti can be very, very productive. And therefore, if peace can prevail in those regions, they can be the pillars of the black people regions. They are growing a lot of things. They are developing at a very high rate. And I hope someday you are going to grow so that the Africans can learn from you people. We can learn from you people how to grow our countries, how to develop them, and how to be independent in terms of finances. And this was the dream of every person that was there before us. In Jamaica, Marcus Garvey, his dream was unity and independence in terms of finances, in terms of, to be rehabilitated. And when we work hard, when these countries grow all those crops and work hard, this can be achieved. And we can have a situation whereby these countries are independent in terms of finances and in terms of everything else. And guys, I think I'll stop at that. I have really fallen in love with these two islands in the Caribbean. And one day, by God's grace, I'm going to have the chance to just experience the beauty of these countries when I am in them, not just in the videos. When I step my foot on the grounds of these beautiful Caribbean islands, I fall in love with them each and every day. Their ways of life, their culture, their productivity in terms of agriculture, their beaches, their waterfalls, their everything. The people, great people. Every day we fall in love with these countries. They are epic. And therefore, guys, let me stop at that. See you during the next video.